everybody. Welcome into my Twitch. Hello, welcome in. Hello, all my first time chatters. I see you guys. Hello. Hello, my fellow lambs of the slaughter. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the hydrations. I did drink some water. I'll drink it again, but I drank some off camera, but I'll drink it again. Hello. But hello, everybody. Welcome in to my live. Happy. What's today? Happy Monday? Did I get that right? Happy Monday? Monday? Is today Monday? Chat? Is it Monday? Yes, Monday. Happy Monday, guys. The necklace PMO. Why does necklace PMO? Oh, the necklace pops. Oh my god, I thought this said PMO. I was like, why are we PMOing? Why my necklace PMO? Hold on, let me fix it. But thank you for y'all that don't know. For Lunar New Year, I was with my mommy, and the other necklace that I've been getting, the other necklace that I had was really, really thin chain. So I broke it before, and I was really, really sad. So my mom got me this thicker chain. It's still 24K gold. It's a thicker chain, so it won't snap as easily, especially because this is not a type of necklace that I would normally like to take off. So yes, thicker chain, but do you guys like it? I love the thicker chain, and I think it's the perfect size. Like the other one was a little bit longer, but this one's like such a cute size. This is like my favorite one, and I'm never gonna take it off. I love her too much. But yes, hello everybody, happy Monday. I got a thin gold chain. Yeah, as much as I love thin gold chains, they do break very easily because actual 24 karat gold is like very malleable. Like it's very easy to bend and break. So that's why I just get anxious with it. But anywho, yes guys, I am so sorry for being out for a little bit. I was super sick. You can still hear it in my voice a little bit. I have a little bit of phlegm up in there, but I'm feeling better, and I am so tired of being home and not doing anything because I hate being sick because I can't do anything and I feel annoyed as fuck. So yeah, I don't care. Today I felt a little bit better and we're gonna be streaming, so I don't give a fuck. So yeah, sorry if I sound a little phlegmy. I don't think it's too bad, but definitely just a little bit in there. But I do feel better, guys. I do feel better. I've been drinking my ginger teas and all that bullshit I literally, don't get me wrong, love Chinese medicine, right? I've been feeling so sick that I've resorted to Chinese herbal medicine to make me feel better. That's how sick I was. And you know what? It kind of worked. I did do my little ginger tea thingy. My mom always tells me to like chew on raw ginger when I'm sick, which fucking sucks. Like it's awful, but it actually works super good. So unfortunately, I've been doing that. But yeah. Does it work out? What? Like, do I work out? Or are you am I the it and you're asking me if I work out? That's a yucky way to say things. Thank you, King, for 3 stream streak. Thank you so much. Joy, would you play Red Dead Redemption? You'll love it. I'm not super into story mode games. I'm really bad at story mode games just because your girl doesn't read correctly. So anytime I play story mode games, I always get super distracted, or I don't know what I'm doing, and then I get really mad. So my story mode game is not very good. Oh, the Chinese medicine doesn't work. Okay, it's okay. It just sounded a little off. But I do think Chinese medicine works a lot. There's some things that I don't necessarily believe in. Like I don't necessarily believe in acupuncture and stuff like that. I don't think it helps. I think Chinese medicine is good, like as like a support medicine. Like I would still go get English medicine, like, you know, Western medicine, and like still all that medicine, and then I would take Chinese herbal medicine on top of it. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't necessarily. Sorry, am I lagging? I'm like watching myself. Am I lagging? Did I just lag the fuck out? Or maybe my phone's just fucked. Was I lagging, chat? I am gonna do an outfit check, don't worry. Was I lagging? No, I'm good. Okay, sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, Chinese medicine is like on top of regular medicine. I'm okay with that, but yeah. There was a lag. Okay, are we good now? I think I'm looking at myself and I'm fine now, but was there a lag like just a second ago? But I'm okay now. Okay, here are some things I will not be answering. I see the comments about asking me about Aisha's religion. I will not be answering anybody's religion questions. That is not for me to speak on or to say whatsoever. So if you are curious about anything about Aisha or about Ava or anybody else, please go on their page and ask them the questions, because I am not going to speak on anybody else's like life. That's just, I'm not going to do that. I've been in trouble for doing it before. I will not do it ever again. So all those questions, don't ask me. I'm not going to answer those questions. Yeah, but yes, I will say someone did ask me if I'm doing Ramadan. No, I am not Muslim, so I will not be doing that, but happy Ramadan for everybody. Also someone said they like my hair today. Thank you. I just washed it. My hair is so pretty when I wash it. Guys, every single time, I'm telling you, when I feel sick, when I feel shitty doo-doo pants sick, I look so good. I look so good when I feel shitty doo-doo pants sick. So bad. Okay, chat, let's do outfit of the day. Alright, this is outfit of the day. Like I said, your girl is sick, so I didn't eat for like a good 5 days. Like I just didn't eat, because when I'm sick, I can't eat. So I look so like, I feel like my butt looks so small right now. Wait. Let me fix myself. Let me make my butt look better. Like I said, I haven't eaten, and okay, chat, I haven't eaten, and I haven't been to the gym in a few days. So don't get on me, okay? Don't get on me if it looks small. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I haven't worked out, and I literally have been so sick. I think I've literally lost like so much weight because I just haven't been doing anything, and I haven't been going to the gym. So I apologize. Show again. I don't know. I mean, it's still there. It still looks good. Okay, I guess it still looks good. But like, I just, it looks good when I go like this. These types of pants, wow. Okay, you know what? It looks good. These types of pants, they look good when you have like a longer shirt going down like this. Like sometimes, guys, it's not my butt that looks bad, because some people are like, oh yeah, whatever. Sometimes it's just the pants, okay? So yeah, these pants, they look good when I have them like this. You know what I mean? It can accentuate a little bit. Okay. Are those the Target pants because they're cute? Yes, they are my Target pants, and I love my Target pants. The only thing small is your height, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, I've lost like, I don't know, I feel like this is like the skinniest I've been in a really long time, because I've just lost like so much weight from being sick. I think I lost like, I don't know, I'm like 120 right now. I think I lost like 5-6 pounds because I've been really, really sick lately. So this is the skinniest I've been in like a minute. While we're here, we can do a little BBL update. So y'all know I have a BBL. Y'all can see this discoloration right here, right? Is this, like, y'all can see it? That's from BBL. I've had people ask about it. It's probably never going to go away. It's probably always going to be there. But you know what? We live and we learn with it. It's just a little bit. It's not too bad. But yeah, I haven't felt this skinny in like a really long time because I've just been really sick. But yeah. Yeah, that discoloration is from BBL. It's very common. It probably won't ever go away. So if y'all see it, my bad. I kind of live to learn with it. I don't care. I'm skinny as fuck from BBL, so I don't care. Also, people always ask if I have abs. Your girl does not have abs. I eat too much to have abs. Like, absolutely fucking not. I eat too much. Hello from Belgium. Oh my gosh, hello. Hello from Egypt. Oh my god, hello. I really, really want to go to Egypt one day. Not yet. I don't think I'll ever have abs. That's not a one day maybe I'll have abs. No, chat. I don't think I will ever have abs. I eat too much to have abs. Like, actually, like, abs are not built in the gym. They're built in the kitchen. You know how much body fat, like, percentage you need to have abs? Like, No, thank you. Treat for Suki. All right, I'm gonna go get my babies and we will do treats for them. Hi, Jem. But yes, I shall be back. Let me go get the children. We're probably gonna have to do it on the floor today. Okay. Alright, well I have my boys. Suki, Miss Girly, come in here. Okay. Alright guys, because your girl has been a bad cat mom, I have not bought them like their licky treats in a while. So I have this treat palette that I have for them and they will be on treat palette. Okay, so yes, we are gonna do treat palette. Kiki, mommy loves you, but you can't be in here. Come here. I can get you. Sit. I got both. Go. Come here. Keep it out. Good boy. Hello, my baby. Come here. Sticky girly. Hi, Missy. I'm gonna take your collar off you, okay? Hold on. Where's your collar? There you go. There you go, my little babies. All right, chat. They are going to be in that corner eating because, like I said, your girl was a bad cat mom and I didn't buy licky treats, okay? So they have their freeze-dried treats that I put into that, so they're gonna see it, okay? Do you guys see them in the corner over there with their little treats? Yes? Okay. L Joy. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I've been sick, okay? I literally haven't left my house. What do you want me to do? If I can't even go to the gym, I obviously can't go to the pet store and get them stuff. They have food. They have, like, everything else they need. They just don't have their licky treats. And, guys, I'm not bad cat mom. Oh, my God, I'm really out of breath. Sorry, guys. I'm still sick. Sorry, guys. I'm, like, super out of okay. Yeah, I'm sick, okay? The cats are very specific, and I only get them very specific type of treats, so I just get them at PetSmart, so right now, but it's okay, puzzle treats are always good. Puzzle treats are good because it stimulates them, you know, because my babies need some stimulating. Dude, Gojo has been so bad for a while, like, he's just been shitting and pooping everywhere, and it's pissing me off. Oh my God, thank you, Slay, for gifting 10 subs. You're so sweet. W Slay, guys. Thank you so much. Slay. Honestly, I feel like Slay is definitely one of my biggest, like, supporters up in here. I love you so much. Thank you so much. You made me so happy. Your girl's sick out of her fucking mind, but you've made me so happy. Thank you. 10 gifted subs. Dude, no one tells you, like, when you're sick, the serotonin just fucking leaves your body. Like, serotonin just leaves your body when you're sick. Like, I literally feel like poopy doopy pants, and I'm sad. But you know what? Slay is amazing. Thank you. Okay, alright, chat. The purpose of today's video is we are going to be doing a Q&A today. I've done a lot of Q&As in the past, of course, but I feel like we should do a little updated Q&A because the last one was a while ago, and And yeah, I always answer questions. I'm so free to answer anybody's questions. Like, I genuinely don't care. But I just did it in like a Q&A type of format today. And I have a list of questions that people have asked me for me to answer on stream. And at the very, very end of the Q&A, like after I answer all the questions, I will be answering everybody else's questions. If you guys have any questions that I have not answered and wanted to ask me questions in chat, I'm always down to answer questions. But yeah, thank you so much, Shani. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really hope you enjoy here. I'm so sorry if I butcher y'all's usernames. Yeah, sorry guys. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the 140 bits, sir. Oh my god, y'all are spoiling me up in here. Thank you so much. Y'all are so cute. But yes, definitely a lot of hydration today. I literally have my tea. Guys, look at my tea. I have my tea, and this is from Starbucks last year for the Lunar New Year for the snake one, and I feel like I don't have the one this year, so I have to get it. But yeah, we miss you, girly. Aw, thank you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm so sorry. I was super, super sick. But yes, let's answer some questions. Obviously, I have some like, you know, shit that I do apologize. I obviously have some questions that like everyone always asks. So I will be repeating myself a little bit because, you know, everybody always asks these questions. So I do apologize if I am like repeating myself. But I do have some cool questions up in here and that lead to some story time. So I'm a little hee about it. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Let's just get some like really easy ones out of the way. Sorry, I'm like having them in my thing. Okay. Okay, all right, guys. I've also been super, super good. I've been really, really good. I love you guys so much. Also, yeah, Lunar New Year of the horse this year. Super fun. Okay, so the very first question I get, I'm going to answer the questions that are on repeat. I have 3 questions that are on repeat every single time. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jem, for gifting a sub. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I have 3 questions that are on repeat all the time. The answers are in my bio. I answer them so often. But the top three, guys, the top 3 that everybody asks me. How old are you? How old am I? My ethnicity, and if I am single. Top 3 that everybody asks me. Thank you, Viz, for the 100 bits. You guys are so sweet. All right. First question. My age. Guys, I'm 20. I'm 20. 20. I am 20. My birthday is in June. Almost 21. I am 20 years old. I know there have been some websites of me saying that I was like 24, which I'm not. There were some people saying I was like 18, which I'm also not. I am 20. I'm 20, guys. 20. I am a Gemini, and my birthday is in June. Yeah, I don't know where people get like random questions like that. Like that's so like random answers like that. That's so crazy. But yeah, I'm 20. I'm not Unk. A lot of people are like, oh my god, you're 20, you're Unk. I feel like 20 is super young. 20 is like the next chapter of my life type young. Like my life is just beginning type young. Like what? 20 is not Unk, y'all. Y'all gonna be fucked up. Someone said, no wonder you're so loud. What does me being 20 have to do with me being loud? You can barely legally drink. I can't even rent a damn car type shit. Stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. You have to be 25 to rent a car. So dumb. So dumb doo-doo pants. Dumb. 20 is young. I feel like 20 is young. I don't know. I don't know who people would be calling me Unk. No, because you're a Gemini. I am a Gemini, guys. The second question, of course, is my ethnicity. And this one is also because someone asked me if I'm from China. And also because I get questions about what's my nationality. So this is 2 questions answered into 1 sentence. Okay. So, yes. Am I from China and what's my nationality? So, guys, some education up for y'all. Nationality is like, I'm American. That's where I was born. That's my nationality. I'm American. I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born up in New York. I was not born in China. I'm not from there originally. I know a lot of people have seen that from articles that I was like born in China and came to America, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now that's not true. Your girl was born up in New York. I am a citizen. Nationality, American. But my ethnicity is Chinese. My family is from China. I'm the first generation born in America. My family was all born in China. They all came to the U.S. legally and got their citizenship. But so still, my heritage, like all of that, my ethnicity, I am Chinese. I was not born there though. Still American. My ethnicity is just Chinese. Yeah. Someone literally was like, well, if you're born in America, why do you look Asian? Like, please tell me you're joking. Like, please tell me you're joking. People don't actually think that, right? Like, it has to be some form of rage bait. Surely. Because there's no way. I hope they're joking. I hope they're joking. That reminds me of, like, you know, Mean Girls, like, if you're from Africa, why are you white? Like, that's literally what it's giving when people ask that dumb shit like that. Hi, Blind, we're doing Q&A today that I'm also going to turn into a YouTube video. So, chat, this is going to be one of my first YouTube videos up in here. But, yeah, what's it called? Yeah. Are they almost done with their thing? Look at them. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm probably gonna go a little bit slow because I'm trying to read, like, some things that I wanted, that, like, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to find, like, interesting questions. I'm trying to find interesting questions for you guys, okay? Is that a painting? No, the painting is of me, Ava, and Alina. Yes, not Julia, though. You got all the mods up in here. I do have all the mods up in here. Oh my god, I have all my babies up in here today. All of my people up in here today. All right, guys, I'm trying to find... Okay, I'm going to answer this one because this was really, really funny to me. Someone asked me, how did you get famous? Not by a course. I'm telling you that right now. Your girl did not buy no course trying to put her social security and credit card information and credit score in there to be famous and buy a course. I did not get famous from a course. And you do not need to buy a course to get famous. Just say, don't buy a course, y'all. Literally, I feel like I got quote unquote famous because I don't even think I'm like super famous or anything by dumb luck. Sheer luck is how I became an internet person. One day I decided to make a TikTok because my ex-boyfriend had cheated on me, and there was a sound, and it was like when all the POV videos were going really popular, and it was like a sound about cheating or whatever, and it was like POV, like your ex cheats on you or whatever. I literally like was throwing shade at my ex. I was literally like, oh, like I'm throwing shade at you, and the video just blew up. It got to a few million. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And yeah, and then I kind of like took it down because I was like, oh, I don't know if like I want to be doing that. And then, you know, I got a little older and I was 18, and luckily, again, sheer luck, Aisha's my cousin, and I was like, hey, I kind of want to do social media too. Like, do you think I could? And she was like, yeah, for sure. Just make an account, just make some TikToks, like, have fun. And I was like, all right, made a few TikToks. The first few TikToks I didn't even make with Aisha. I just did it by myself, and it still blew up. Just doing dumb stuff and like throwing shade on my ex is what made me quote unquote famous and blow up. No course, literally sheer dumb luck, guys. And then constant constant consistency of posting all the time and stuff like that just help me be quote unquote famous on the internet. That's literally all it takes. You don't need a course, guys. Please, for the love of God, don't buy a course for it. Sheer luck and repetition and having a passion for it, honestly. Like, having a passion for it is also like what it is. If you start social media because you want money, it's very obvious. Like, you can tell. And then, you know, social media does take a lot of attention and time. And when you're putting a lot of time and like energy into it and you don't like what you're doing, people can notice. So of course, like, you're probably not going to get that up there if you don't like what you're doing. But if you like what you're doing, like, okay, then keep doing it. Be consistent, keep going out there, make connections. Like, you'll get your bag. Don't worry. Being attractive helps as well. I guess being conventionally attractive also does help. But I don't think that's always the case, though. You also have to grind, yes, because also one person's like image of attraction or attractiveness and someone else's image of attractiveness is very different. You know what I mean? I could be very attractive to one person and then be very, very ugly to another person. So I don't necessarily always think it's like attractiveness that can blow you up. I just think it's like having the grind mindset, liking what you do, and just like continuing with it. And yeah, it's like it's obviously not any other job, but you know. But yeah, literally, like I said, guys, sheer luck, not a course. Do not, please do not put your social security into a course so it can check out your credit score so that you can buy a course and put it on credit. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Ask anybody and they will tell you what they did. Please, for the love of God. And 90% of the time, people will tell you it was luck. Like, actually. Just tuned in. What did I miss? We are doing a Q&A up in here. I'm just sitting here yapping. Sorry, my nose is a little bit. Yeah. I find it hard to believe anyone would find you unattractive. Oh, there's people out there. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's people up in there. Any updates on that gym membership? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get back to my Q&A in a second. But for everyone that knows about what happened at the gym for me, I did cancel that membership. Also because I don't even live over there. I literally just changed the address over there to one of my friend's addresses so that I could fix the billing issue. And I was like, that's still a really bad idea because then I just gave him my friend's address and that's a really bad idea as well. And I don't even live there. So like why I did that, I don't really know. And I'm really mad at myself for doing that because I'm a stupid poo-poo head sometimes. And yeah, but your girl did cancel that gym membership because I don't even live there. I just ended up going to a private gym. We're just in a private gym now. Because your girl's stupid. But yes, that was an update to gym question. Which should go on to my next question. What is my biggest red flag? We're going to go to that question. Also, someone asked if I have veneers. I do not. I have Invisalign. That's going to correlate into my next question. My biggest red flag about myself is a question. Oh my gosh, why am I deleting these? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. I just started deleting them, but I need them for the video. This is how much of a dum-dum poo-poo pants I am sometimes. My goodness. I'm just gonna unheart them. Yeah. What is my issue today? Yeah, sorry guys, hold on. I'm going through the questions. I just have to unheart them because I'm going to still use them, but my dum-dum poo-poo pants head forgot. Hold on. All right, sorry. Next question. What is my biggest red flag? I think I have a lot of red flags actually, and I feel like y'all can definitely see a lot of red flags that I have. Yes, the questions are on my Instagram. I have a lot of red flags. One red flag that I have that I've been told is a constant issue and I need to stop doing because it's so bad of me that I do this, I don't know why, is I think my social awareness and how friendly I am is probably my biggest red flag. For everyone in the chat saying my biggest red flag is that I can't read and I'm dyslexic, all right, I understand, but that's not my biggest red flag that I think I have. Thank you guys so much for queuing in what you think my red flags are. I'm trying to tell you what my red flags are. My chat, why? Oh my god, thank you Kenny Pot for gifting subs. Thank you so much for 10 gifted subs. You're so sweet. W's in the chat. yes, so my biggest red flag is definitely the fact that I have very little social awareness and that I can definitely be too friendly at times. I have so many situations that I just like overlook and it just goes over my head and I just like don't even understand what's going on. And because I am a friendly person and I'm a very talkative person, I will just give out information about myself that like I probably shouldn't be giving out about myself, or I will just yap away, and it just is not a good trait to have, guys. Thank you, Benny, for subscribing. It's just not a good trait to have, guys. This is probably the 4th gym that I'm no longer going to because someone has talked to me and I am a very yappy person, so I'll just talk back, and I've talked to them for a little bit, but I'm very clear that I have no intentions of anything else, just the fact that I like to talk, and they still take it as something else, and they'll still flirting with me, but I don't understand that they're flirting with me. Like, I didn't notice that they're flirting. I thought they were just talking to me to talk to me. So, all of that just goes over my head, and then it becomes an issue because I answer questions that I shouldn't be answering, and then I put myself in these situations that I have to no longer go to that gym. So, yes, social situations and me being a little too friendly with how much I talk is probably my biggest red flags. Yes. Because why, I don't know, when someone's flirting with me is like an actual issue. Like, how do I not realize? And then it's like, yeah, back to that. The reason I say that is definitely because of that gym story, because I like called Aisha and I was just like, hey, like this happened to me. Should I be nervous? Like, I don't know, because my chat was telling me I should be nervous. And I don't think I should be nervous, but Aisha, I need your help, because Aisha's literally like my older sister. And I explained to her the situation at the gym. And when I tell you Aisha was fuming, Aisha was fucking fuming. She was literally like, we're gonna go to that gym right now, and you're gonna point out the guy that tried to get all this personal information from you right now. And I was like, oh no, but I think they were just doing their job. I don't know. And I was like, no, we're going to the gym tomorrow and you're canceling your membership. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay. And she goes, I'm coming with you. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, do you want to talk to them or do I have to talk to them? And I was like, I can talk to them. And I was just like, what are you going to say? And I'm like, I'm going to say, excuse me, can you cancel? And she goes, no, there's no, you're going to tell them you're canceling your membership and you're never going back there again. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, be mean, like say it. And I'm like, okay, can I cancel my membership? And she's like, what if they ask you why? And I'll be like, I don't know. What am I supposed to say? And Aisha's like, you tell them that you just don't want to come here anymore and you don't like when people ask you creepy questions. And I was like, yeah, okay, Aisha. And she was like, okay, go to the gym. And I'm like, okay. Like, the fact that I couldn't see that that was a bad situation myself is my biggest red flag. Social awareness, just out the fucking window. Out the fucking window. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, I'll say a little backstory about what's going on because some people don't know. I'll just say it anyway because I think it's funny and like it's really, really bad on my part. Like I said, it's part of the Q&A because it's a story time of my red flag of how socially fucking unaware I am of the world. All right, Blind, get ready to hear this dumb shit that I did. Oh my god, I don't want to say it. I literally feel dumb. I feel dum duty pants. As y'all can see, I'm trying not to curse, so we're saying shit like, we're saying stuff like dum duty pants. All right, basically, Joe, my friend lives like an hour, 2 hours away from me, and I went to her gym because sometimes I like to work out with her. Plus, I have friends in that area too, so I just drove out to go see her. We go to the gym a few times. It's okay. During Valentine's Day, they asked me to take a picture with them, like me and my friend take a picture for their Valentine's Day stuff, and I didn't think anything of it, but I was like, maybe I shouldn't take a picture and have them post it just in case, like, you know. But my friend like didn't think anything of it, and she was like, oh, let's just take a picture. I was like, sure, okay, whatever, we'll take the picture. We took the picture. It was very cute. It was posted. I didn't think anything of it. Well, lo and behold, everybody was tagging me on some, oh my God, that's Joy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that might not be like a good thing, because then of course all the workers see it and all the workers will be like, oh my God, like they know who I am. In my head, I don't think anyone knows who I am. Like, I really don't think people care about me that much, where like I'll go outside and people would be like, oh my God, that's Joy. Like, I genuinely don't think people care about me that much. So normally, yeah, they really don't. I really don't think so. Whatever. Thank you for the hydration. I really don't think people do, but whatever. So that's why I was like, oh, people don't care about me. It's whatever. I'll take this picture, like, blah, 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 blah. Right? I go to the gym again because I'm visiting some friends, but I didn't go with her. I just went to the gym. To that one because it was right there. And I walk in and like I'm working out and this guy like runs after me and he's like, oh, excuse me, do you like oh, what did he ask? He was just like, oh, excuse me, is this your main gym? And I was like, no. And he was a worker, by the way. He was like, is this your main gym? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, well, like there's a billing issue and because this is not your main gym, I can't fix the billing issue. Would you rather change your gym to this gym to be your main one, or do you not come here that often? And I was like, huh. And I was like, well, do I have to do it now? Like, can I just work out? And then he was like, oh, maybe after the workout you can do it. And then I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, how long is it going to take you to work out? And I was like 2 hours. And he goes, he looks at his phone. He goes, it's my birthday. I gotta leave in like an hour. Can you just like come fix it with me right now? I was like, sure. So like in my head, I couldn't work out if I didn't fix the billing issue. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna put my friend's address. Like I'm just gonna like, whatever, fix this billing issue because I don't know why, because I really don't know why, because why didn't I think like, all right, let me just call my other gym, or like, let me just check my credit card. Instead of just doing that, I decided to change my entire home gym to a gym that I don't even go to. Social awareness out the fucking window. And because I'm a people pleaser, that's another red flag of mine. I'm a huge people pleaser because I was just like, oh, he wants to do it now, let's just do it now. Go up there and yeah, it just, they distracted me because there was a dog. There was a really cute dog up there. It was like a little corgi, so I was petting the dog. I wasn't even really paying attention. The guy's like, what's your phone number? Oh, my phone number is puppy. Puppy. What's your address? Oh, my address? I look at my friend's address. Oh, yeah, it's puppy. Puppy. Oh, what's your email? Oh, you need my email? I literally did this man, like, okay, I will say, obviously, it is routine questions. Like, when you change all that stuff, you do have to update everything. So it's not like he was asking me, like, illegal questions or things that he shouldn't know. The downside is that, he probably knew who I was, and I'm over here giving this man all this personal information about myself. And that probably shouldn't have happened. I probably didn't need to do it. Why did I not think, like, oh, let me just call my other gym then and fix it? Like, why would I change my home gym to a gym I don't go to? So yeah, just giving this man all my personal information, all these things. And then it's like little things that started to dawn on me that he probably knew who I was, because also when I did take that picture, so people tagged me in it. But he was also like, oh, your home gym, like if it's in Miami, like you might want to change it. And then I realized, I was like, wait, how does he know I'm in Miami? Because the gym that we were at was not in Miami. Like, how do you know I live in Miami then? Like, he could have just been like, oh, your gym somewhere. Also, my home gym wasn't even in Miami. It's somewhere else. So I was like, how do you know I'm in Miami? Unless, like, obviously he knows me from online, because online I say I'm in Miami. So yeah, he probably knew who I was, and here I am giving this man all my information because, like a dumb duty girl, I was like, oh yeah, the worker information, here you go, worker. And like I said, he had a corgi there. It was so fucking cute. I was really distracted. Just saying. So yeah, that happened. I went about my workout. I continued my workout, and then when I was leaving, he was still there. And it was 2 hours already. So he's still there. And I'm like, isn't it your birthday? Like, why are you still there? And then he like looked at me and he went like this. Like, you know when you're talking to people and you're trying to like show someone something and they go like, oh, like that thing over there? He kind of did this. And then everyone, all the workers around him turned around and looked at me. And then I was like, oh, okay, they know who I am. Hey, I will say, yes, we're just still doing Q&A. I'm sorry, I got distracted. We'll just cut this part out. I will say, well, this is also like saying why my red flag is that I have no social awareness whatsoever. Yeah, so in my defense, he is a worker and he can't legally leak in my information. So I was like, all right. It's like the same thing at the gynecologist, you know, like they can't leak my information. I just gave it to them. Yeah, but then, you know, Aisha reminded me that a lot of gym workers are teenagers and they could probably just use it for their own benefit anyway. And maybe he doesn't give out that information, but will try to call me or like show up to my friend's house. And that is not a good thing. And yeah, so I got screamed at by Aisha. And I will no longer be going to that gym. Yeah. And now I'm going to a private gym. Aisha is definitely like my big sister. She got really, really mad at me. But yeah, henceforth, the calling Aisha called her, was like, yo, this happened. Is this weird? And then Aisha was like, why would you do that? Why would you give someone their information? Why would you take that picture with this man? And then I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I took a picture. And she goes, no, I want that guy's name right now. I'm going to the manager because he profiled you. Like, he knew who you were and he tried to get information out of you. We are going to that gym right now. And I'm like, oh, but like he was just doing his job. And then Aisha made me check my email and make sure there was a billing error, which there was a billing error. So, you know, he's not wrong in that aspect. But yes, Aisha made me go through my email. She made me go through my Amex, make sure that like all of my cards are okay. And she yelled at me. But hey, we're okay. Everything's fine. We're fine. I'm just gonna go to a private gym now. Yeah. And like I said, it wasn't even my address, so like it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. Which is Social Security? I need it as a mod. Shut up. Alright, so I think Gojo is done with his toys. So should I leave him in my room or should I take him out? What do you want, babe? Alright, I'm gonna take him out. Come on, sweetie. Come on, my love. I think... Oh, do you guys see her? I'm gonna leave you in here, okay, girl? If you're just gonna sleep there, mommy gonna leave you in here. Okay, girl? Alright, go ahead. Look at this girl. Look at my beautiful, sweet girl. Alright, guys. Sorry, I'm back. But yes, so that was the story. And, okay. I'm sorry. But to precipice of that story, those are my red flags. Literally that I'm a people pleaser, I'm too friendly, and social cues just go over my head. So a lot of the times, I put myself in really bad situations. That could definitely be avoided if, like, I just thought a little bit more about what was going on and didn't just, like, la-di-da go along with what everyone thinks. I think that is, like, my biggest red flag as a person, and that is something that I need to work on like crazy, because it is kind of crazy that this is now my 4th gym that I no longer can go to because I just yap away. Yeah. Who needs someone leaking my personal information when I can leak my personal information? Fucking literally. What is wrong with me? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Lesson learned, okay? I keep telling you to stop talking at the gym. I know, okay? You're not the only one that tells me to not talk at the gym. And your girl just, I don't know. Hold on. There was a question in here that I wanted to do. Where is it? This is a cute one. So where is it? Where is it? I see. Okay, someone asked me my cat's name. I'm gonna do an introduction of my cats. I'm gonna do an introduction of my pets. I've seen, okay, sorry, back to the flag one. I've seen worse red flags, don't even feel bad. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely worse red flags out there, but that's definitely my worst red flag. And if you think about it as a partner, like as a boyfriend, I'm sure if I had a boyfriend, they'd be really fed up with me too. Because like, not only would I not be able to go to the gym, but my boyfriend also can't go to that gym anymore. Or like my dumbass would accidentally leak all my boyfriend's info. So yeah, I don't have a boyfriend, luckily, but I don't know. Y'all tell me. I feel like if I did have a boyfriend, they would be really fed up with the fact that I do dumb stuff like that. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. I don't have to deal with it. I will be a better person, and then I'll go buy a big bag. Let me learn some social awareness cues, and then I'll do that. You look like a little dum-dum. All right. Well, we didn't have to bring looks into this. Like, damn, I just said I was a little dum-dum, but like you didn't have to say I look like a dum-dum. Fuck you. All right, next question. What are your cats' names? I will introduce my babies to y'all because I love showing you guys my babies and I love explaining their names. Like I just love them so much. I love explaining their names. So, oh, my girl is sleeping though. I don't want to get her. It's okay. Oh, Miss Girl, can mommy hold you? Can mommy hold you? Oh, my girl. Okay, what if I bring the bed? Would you rather like to do that? Here. Oh, Suki, you were laying on a fucking needle. Okay, let's see. Okay, girl. It's okay. Come here. Let me see if I can go like this. Can someone redeem him that? Because we can't do that right now. All right, guys. This is my sweetest little baby girl. Her name is Suki. She is the youngest that I have. She is 2 years old. She was born in September, and she is a Lynx Point Siamese, which is actually super rare. And for those of y'all that don't know, I have stories, but I did like rescue her from a cat hoarder because the conditions were just really bad. But she is my forever baby. She's my forever baby. She hasn't really gotten super big just because she is the runt. So she kind of just stays this little. And her name is Suki because look at the markings on her. Like it kind of looks like Suki from Avatar because she has like, you know, the makeup and the lines. So it kind of looked like her a little bit with all the lines. So her name is Suki from Avatar. She is my little skittish girl. So she definitely doesn't love to be picked up a lot. She's definitely a little bigger now, but she's just my favorite baby. She always has a bitch face. I promise you, she's fine. She just always looks like this. Also, I'm not holding her neck. I'm holding her hands. She just always looks like this. I don't know. My favorite thing about her, though, I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, it's on your back paw, huh? She has, her paw pads are like half pink and half black. And you're just so cute. This is my super cute little girl. All right, Miss Girl. Mommy, sorry. All right, let me go put your bed back, and you can go lay back in bed, okay? She looks chill. She is very chill. She's just a little skittish. Suki. Oh, I forgot. Wait, Miss Girl, come here. Oh. And her nicknames are Suki Girl and Miss Girl. That's her nickname. Go ahead, Miss Girl. Come here. Come on. Hold on, Kiba. Okay, Mr. Beer. Alrighty, this is Mr. Kiba. This is Mr. Kiwi Beer. Kiba is a Bichon poodle. Can I hold you? What are you doing? Can I hold you like this? Mr. Kiwi Beer. Alright, you don't want to be held like that. Okay. This is he wants to lick my face. This is Mr. Kiba Bear. Kiba, look at the camera. Oh, you're the baby. You have to hold him like this, because if you hold him the other way, it kind of hurts his lower back, so I have to... Hold on, I have to adjust myself. I have to hold him like this because then it hurts his back. But this is Mr. Kiba Bear. His name is Kiba from Naruto because my cats already had anime names and I really wanted like another anime sounding name. So Kiba. Akamaru was just too long. And so I was looking at like brown, kind of like brown haired anime characters, and I saw Kiba from Naruto and I was like, oh, that's such a cute name for a dog. So that is him. Kiba is a Bichon Poodle mix. I am very allergic to dogs, so him being a Bichon Poodle mix is kind of perfect because he doesn't shed. He's 2 years old. He probably won't get any bigger than this. He's just a little boy. And his nicknames are Mr. Kibi Beer and Kibi. I call him Kibi a lot. But yeah, he's very well behaved. He can do tricks too. Yes, he's just a good boy. He's just a good boy. Yeah. Okay, let me go get my other one. Gojo! Gojo! Oh, I think he got into something. Hold on. Gojo! Gojo! You fat fuck! Where are you? Gojo! You did it! Oh my god! Come on, Gojo. Gojo, come on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I just banged his head on the door. Oh my god. Alright, this is my problem child. This is Gojo. I don't have a treat to hold him, but this is Gojo Bug. He got in the cabinets downstairs and he was trying to eat a box of crackers, but he didn't get into it. This is my Gojo Bug. I'm out of breath. This is my Gojo Bug. He is my first boy. He was my very first pet ever. Some of y'all remember when he was so little. He was literally just like the smallest little boy, and he's like my first, like, he's my soul cat. He is literally my soul cat. I adore him with all my heart. I love him so much. He is my problem child, however, but still love him regardless. He is 2 years old. He's kind of in his like rebellious little cat phases, so he's being kind of bad right now. But yeah, he is a Seal Point Siamese, so he's black and white. He was born super white and got darker as he got older with temperature. And yes, I named him Gojo because when he was a baby, he was pure white with look at his eyes. Like his blue ass eyes. He's just so gorgeous. So I named him Gojo, and his nicknames are Gojo Bug and Fat Fuck. Hey, don't bite me. He is my baby. If you ever put him in the cold, you would have to put him in the warm. He gets darker in the cold. So he gets darker in the cold. If you put him in a warmer place, he probably would get lighter eventually. He really likes to bite my fingers. I think that's just a sign of affection. I don't know. And when he's mad at you, he will poop on your pillow. So for any future guests or future boyfriends that, ever wants to be with me, this man will poop on your pillow if you piss him off. Yes, he will. All right, come on, Mr. Bug. He also really likes butt pats. I promise you it doesn't hurt him. He just loves butt pats. All right, go ahead. Do you see this girl over? Oh my god, I have to move my chair. Look, she's making biscuits. She's making biscuits. Look at you. Intention. Oh no, he will poop on your pillow. Like, he knows which one are your pillows and he will poop on it if he's mad at you. Yes, I'm still doing the Q&A. The cats were part of it. People ask me what their names are. But yes, he will poop on your pillow. Like, if he's mad at you, he'll poop on your pillow, or he'll poop on something of yours. When he was mad at me, I left for New York for a week, and when I got back, he was really mad at me, and he pooped on my sleep mask. because I wear sleep masks to bed and he pooped all over my sleep mask. And if you are not giving him attention and there is a sink nearby, he will pee in the sink. He will pee in the sink to show that he is mad at you because you are not either feeding him or giving him attention. That is my Gojo. Love him to death. Love him to death. Okay, sorry, my nose is running. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm still doing Q&A, chat. It's just obviously I talk a lot, but it's okay. We're still doing Q&A. What are some other ones? Oh my god, I'm gonna do this one. This is like dumb. It might not be in the YouTube video. It's okay. Also, like I said, after the Q&As, I will be answering your questions. So if you have questions, I will still be answering. Someone did treat for them. I did give them treats earlier. That's literally their box. They had a lot of treats. Okay, someone asked me what my weight is. What a weird thing to ask a lady what her weight is. That's kind of absurd. I'm not gonna lie. Absurd. Hold on. Someone asked my weight. I personally don't ever think that you should ask anybody their weight, regardless of man or women. But why not? I will tell you my weight. Because if you're so interested, I'll give you like a timeline of my weight, okay? I was in high school. I was probably about like 98 pounds, maybe 100 pounds. I was really, really skinny throughout the beginning of high school, like freshman year, sophomore year. Sorry, very, very skinny, because I did cheerleading and I had to stay really skinny. Eventually, I started trying to gain more weight because I didn't want to be super, super skinny anymore, because I was like really skinny. Like I was like skin and bone skinny. And yeah, I didn't want to be skinny anymore. I stopped doing cheerleading because COVID hit and I started gaining a little bit more weight, and I went on birth control for the first time when I was like 16. So from being like 100 pounds, I went up to like 110 pounds because, you know, birth control and just like eating more and like stuff like that. So I ended up gaining more weight. I think I was like 110, 115 for the rest of my high school like life or whatever. Yeah, I'm also like 5'1", so it's not like super bad. But yeah, so I was like 115, 110 for like rest of my high school life. And then I started going to the gym more. I think I shot up to like 120 or something. And then your girl got a BBL and I was like, what, 130 out of BBL? And when you get a BBL, Dr. Jung is like, the weight that you get out of surgery on, you should maintain that weight. So like 130. But I think 130 is too big for me, especially because I'm 5'1". So I lost weight and now I am currently 122. I want to stay at 125 area, kind of. So yeah, that's kind of where I am. That's how much I weigh. What an odd thing to ask. I wish I weighed that much. It is interesting, yes, because when I was younger, I wanted to gain weight so bad because I was so skinny and I like didn't like how skinny I was. And then I gained weight and then I really hated how heavy I was. And then I have a BBL now. And you know what? At the end of the day, what I've come to conclude is just be happy with your body. Also, I don't look at the scale very often because muscle weighs more than fat. So I don't really trust the scale that often, if that makes sense, because sometimes they'll say I'm 125 and I look so lean and really, really good. And then sometimes they'll say I'm 125 and I'm so bloated and gross. So it definitely, there's a lot of things to it. You know what I mean? So don't focus on the scale all the time. Like, yeah, just as long as you're happy with your body, that's all that matters. Weight is weight. Yeah. What is that in? I don't know what that is in kilograms. I'm sorry. But I'm 120 pounds, 122 pounds. I'm 122. I don't know what that is in kilograms. I don't know. Growing up, I've always been the heavy kid and I'm chunky. And oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I grew up as like the really, really skinny girl, especially because I was like flat as a board when I was super, super skinny. I don't think like, you know, my yitties and my stuff developed until later on because I was so skinny. But yeah, and also birth control made me gain some good weight because I needed that. But yeah, thank you, man baby, for a 3-day streak. You're so nice. You American, you're weird, Matrix. All right, whatever. I mean, metrics, whatever. I have to pee. I shall be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to use the restroom. Okay, why am I so out of breath? I actually still have like a lot more questions, but I need to start like, you know. Did you notice that some people take Ozempic as a shortcut? Yes, I did. Hold on. Thank you for the hydration. I'm running out of water. I do know some people take Ozempic for shortcuts of weight loss. I know there's other stuff too, that are shots or pills. I will say, as someone who has struggled to lose weight a lot too, and your girl literally had a lipo and BBL, like, I do understand what it feels like to have really stubborn weight and like you try to lose it and you just can't, whether it's like you don't have the funds to eat super healthy, or you just don't have the time to go to the gym and stuff like that. I do understand, don't get me wrong. The thing with Ozempic and those types of like weight loss shots or stuff like that, I just really am scared of what it would do to your hormones. Because something that I was super on growing up is, obviously I did a lot to try to lose weight, and I did lose weight organically as well. Sorry. Is that when you starve yourself, like if you're trying to lose weight and you're like, okay, I'm going to starve myself, it's like really bad. Because then your body's like, oh my God, my food, like where's the food? The food just left. You know, and then you start eating even a little bit and your body's like, oh my gosh, this is the only food she's eaten in hours. I need to hold on to that. So it really fucks up your metabolism, like starving yourself or whatever. So those weight loss drugs, like I would assume it does harm your hormones and stuff like that. I don't know 100%. I'm not a doctor, but I will say like it makes me a little anxious for how your metabolism will be, because I know how you can naturally mess up your metabolism. When you take drugs and shots like that, I feel like that will definitely mess it up a little bit more. Again, I am not a doctor. I don't know very like detailed stuff. If it has worked for you, that is amazing. I personally wouldn't do it just because I'm anxious. But yes, like I said, I have lipo and stuff like that, but I've also lost weight organically as well. Also, when you get lipo, it's not just like an end all be all, like, oh, you'll be skinny for the rest of your life. When you get lipo, you can still gain a lot of weight back. Because obviously, like, your cells will just expand again. Like, you can gain a lot of weight back. And I did. And then I lost it again. So, for everyone that's like, oh, well, you have lipo, you don't know. I know what it's like to gain and naturally try to lose weight, too. I will say. But yes. Yeah, it turns all your food into fat storage. So, yes. I would be anxious. I would be careful with those kind of drugs. But if it works for you, it works for you. You know, I don't know how it works for everyone. Wow. There's a big chunk of ice. I'm so sorry if that just ear graped you guys. Any water? Okay, no. I'll just drink my tea. Okay. Sorry. But yes, that was one question that I answered. Okay, next question, chat. You know what is another red flag? I need to stop going hee because I do it a lot, and I do it low-key for stream, and I watch back the stream and I see myself and I go hee, and it's the most cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I need to stop doing that. Don't let me do that anymore, chat. Okay, sorry. Would you ever date someone that isn't famous for something? I prefer people that are not on the internet, if I'm being so completely honest. I would rather date a guy that is probably not on the internet or not famous for anything. I would literally date a regular schmegular guy over someone on the internet. Yeah. I know it might be controversial or whatever, but obviously, like, there are some men that don't care that their girls are online, and like I am online. It doesn't matter, like, you know what I mean? Some guys really don't care. Personally, for me, I am a little possessive, so I don't know how I would feel if I was dating an online guy, like a streamer, and he had to flirt with girls on stream. Even though that's really hypocritical, I just wouldn't know for sure how I would feel. And I would never want to be public with a relationship online, just because I have friends that have been public with their boyfriends or whatever, and their boyfriends are also online, and the amount of hate that they get for it is just so insane, and it really sucks. So I don't know if I would ever want to be with someone that is also online. And then another thing is, if I am with that person and like everyone's just watching our relationship all the time and like, you know, like have their own opinions on my relationship all the time, I think it would really stress me out and it would low-key like freak me out. And I just don't think I could do it. I don't think I could be with someone that is on the like famous for something or just like on the internet. I really don't think I could do it. If the right guy comes along and he's on the internet and he's like famous for something or whatever, then, you know, I mean, I would be down to give it a shot. Like I'm not a never say never type of person. Like I'll give it a shot, but I would prefer if I was dating like a regular guy, if that makes sense. Like not anyone on the internet, like no social media, nothing like that. I would be okay with it. Thank you for that, Jason. Famous doesn't mean he's low-key. I guess, okay, low-key type of guy. I would definitely date a low-key type of guy. If that makes sense. I would, not lesser status, just low-key type of guy. That was a better way of putting it. I apologize. I said that wrong. A low-key type of guy. I would definitely like someone that's a little more low-key. But yeah. Okay, this is connected to the last one, so why not answer this question? This is funny. That's fair, I get it. What would be nonchalant type shit? Yes, I would definitely want a more nonchalant type guy. I will also say, not all the time, but a lot of the times when a guy is famous or just has some type of social media standing or whatever, their egos are so bad and so big, and I don't know if I want that. So yeah, I do kind of like a low-key type of guy. But yeah, what would be a really good first date idea for you, since we're on the topic of dating? I think a really nice first date would be to a museum. I know that sounds super cheesy or whatever, but I think I would really like it. I recently did go to a museum and I found it really, really cool. And if I were to go with a guy and they're also interested in like stuff like that, I think it'd be really fun. It also shows like how much a guy's willing to do for me and how much, like, you know what I mean? Because if a guy really didn't want to go to the gym, I mean the museum, you could tell he would be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But if he didn't like the museum, but he liked me and he wanted to go to like for my first date and he like tried to enjoy it and tried to like talk to me about it, I find that a lot more attractive. So I feel like that'd be a really cute first date for me. Like, I would really, really like that. Especially because your girl is a yapper, and I'm going to look at everything, and I'm going to yap about it. And if you sit there and listen to me, oh, I would marry you right there. But yeah, that would be a really cute first date. Okay, sorry. Someone asked me, this is a funny question. Would you date someone like you? I'm going to go off personality-wise, because I just did talk about the social media aspect of it. Would I date someone like me personality-wise? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not date someone like me personality-wise. Not that I don't love myself and I love my personality and I love who I am. I just don't think that it would be like a good compatible relationship, you know? Like, I'm a very good firm believer on like opposites do attract, especially when the core things of like, you know what, I do find it like that opposites do attract, if that makes sense. I'm a very yappy girl. I'm a very high energy, yappy, love to do shit type of girl. So I would want my man to be a little more nonchalant and a little calmer and maybe not as talkative as me, so then I can do the talking and I can be the energetic one and stuff like that, and my mans would listen to me. But if I was dating someone that was also as yappy, as energetic as me, I think it would be too much. You know what I mean? Like, I think it would be like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes, as good as I am, that I'm a yappy girl and stuff like that, it is nice to be humbled. And I would like to have a guy that can humble me, if that makes sense. If someone was exactly like me, I wouldn't like that. When I look for a partner or when I look for someone to date, I look for someone that has things that I don't have. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I can't be as independent because sometimes I'm very codependent. I would want to look for someone that can be independent. Like, they have the traits and the qualities that I don't have, but I wish that I had. I think that's like a perfect couple right there, because then he can teach me certain things. I can teach him certain things. You know, the So yeah, I definitely would say like that. Yeah, I would never want to date someone like me. And I know I can be too yappy sometimes. I don't think I could handle a guy that's this yappy all the time as well. I think that would stress me out because then I'm like, can you shut up so I can start talking? Like, I think that would definitely be how it goes. But yeah, it's just personal preference. Not to say that I don't like obviously if a guy is yappy sometimes about certain things, like that's great, but you know, I don't think I could be with someone that is exactly like me. I definitely have a lot of flaws and traits about myself that I don't like and that I'm trying to better about myself. And yeah, if I was with someone that was exactly like me and then just enable me all the time, I don't think I could grow as a person. So yeah, I need someone that can humble me. Sometimes I need to be humbled. And yes. All right, Hydra, what's your fucking question? I have a Q&A question. Why do you lie about your height and not admit you're 4'11"? Pretty odd. Oh my god, you're so clever. I'm 5'1", guys. I'm almost 5'2". I don't know what you want me to do. I'll go get you a measuring tape. My ID says 5 foot, but I'm 5'1", I swear. They messed up my ID. But yeah, I'm 5. Even if I was 4'11", who cares? Like, I'm just a girl, okay? Yeah, and if I wear shoes, I'm taller. I'm just a girl. I'll answer this one too, because we're on the topic of relationships. How much money does a guy need to make for you to date him? If I'm being so honest, I don't care if my man makes a lot of money or not. I make a good amount of money that I could potentially support myself and someone else if I really wanted to. As long as my man is like ambitious and has things that he wants to do in his life, I'm okay with that. I don't necessarily need someone to make like a shit ton of money. Obviously, I don't want him to be like completely broke either, but I don't have like you need a certain amount of money to date me type stuff. Like as long as you're passionate, you have passion, like that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm saving my money. I'm investing my money. I would like to have money for the rest of my life. So, you know, whatever you want to bring to the table, that's fine. But yeah. Sorry. Would you support his rap career? Okay, maybe not. You know what? I take it back. Maybe not everything, but yeah, maybe not rap career, but like, you know, just the basis of it. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Who doesn't want to spend money? I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have someone that had a lot of money, but there's not a requirement. Like, I'm not going to meet a guy and be like, oh, I really like you. How much money you make? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that. Would you ever date someone if he entered the military? I would be very curious because, you know, my job on the internet, I don't know if they would get in trouble for that. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Bro is not making out of the trenches. Yeah, I don't know if I would, like, support your rap career. But maybe something else, like video game design. I don't know, something else. Thoughts about long distance relationships. I think they're great. In the sense, like, I think they can work. I think long distance relationships can work if you're long distance in the beginning and then get together later on. I think when you're with someone and then you have to become long distance, it's a lot harder. But I think it works. I think it can work depending on the couple. It's obviously super, super hard and very tedious. But if you love the right person, FaceTime works all the time, you know? She's lying. But yeah. All right, chat. Next question, since we're on the whole topic of relationships and all of that jazz right now. Sorry, I'm being super phlegmy up in here. Would you ever want to have kids? I feel like there's a huge thing on the internet because of my job and because of what I do. Everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't have kids, blah, 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 blah. I am 20 years old. I am not even thinking of having kids right now. I'm not even thinking of being married. I'm 20. Like, I do not want to have kids until I am probably like 28. like late 20s is when I would even start thinking about having kids. Even maybe into my 30s, I would have kids. My parents had me fairly young. My entire family had their kids fairly young. And one thing that I've always learned is I want to get through my life and be able to live my life before I can fully give like myself to a kid. And I don't think that's a selfish thing. I think that's a perfectly normal thing. You have one life. Obviously, you want to live it to your very full, like the fullest you can. You know, I don't think it's a selfish thing. I want to live my life the fullest I can before I even think about wanting to have kids. Also, Snow, I see you in here, my cute girl. But yes, even if I wanted to have kids, bro, in 10 years, ain't no one gonna care who I am. Ain't no one gonna know who I am. I don't think... No one's gonna care about me. There's gonna be new people on the internet. Ain't no one gonna care about me. And maybe I'll private school my kids, like private school. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not even thinking about that. That's very far down the line thing that I'm gonna think about later on. And you know what? Even if I don't have kids, I will have cats. And I will be very happy with my cats. I want a cat shelter. I want to go and rescue as many cats as I can. And I will be so happy doing that. And for some people that always like said that I would be like a single mom or whatever, or like I would never get a man, okay, maybe I'll go adopt a kid. I would be financially stable. Maybe I want to go adopt a kid. Like I have so many I have a lot of brothers. I have a lot of cousins that are men. Like my kid, if I was a single mother or I adopted a kid, would have no shortage of like male figures in his life. Because I know for a fact they would all love him. Like my child. So yeah. Whatever I want to do is whatever I want to do. That's my choice. That is later down the road. Again, there's nothing wrong with single mothers. None of that. My parents were divorced. My mom was a single mother. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, maybe I'll be a single mom. Maybe I'll adopt. Maybe I'll get married and have kids. I don't know. We shall see. But you know what I will have? Cats. And I'm happy with that. So that is my answer for cats. For kids. Sorry, I was supposed to be talking about kids, and I started talking about my cats instead. I apologize. Don't be a single mother. Obviously, I don't think anyone plans on like just becoming a single mother unless they want to adopt or like. Well, I guess people don't plan on like their husband leaving them, but I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be a single mother either. Like, if I really don't find the right man and I'm like 30 or something, I would be fine adopting. Like, I would be completely fine adopting, having like my kid myself. I would be completely fine with that. Like I said, I have brothers. I have like 2 brothers. I also have like a lot of cousins and uncles that are like my age. If I were to adopt or be a single parent, my kid would not have a shortage of male figures in their life. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. But that's just my opinion. I may be wrong. But like I said, I'm 20. I'm not even thinking about having children right now. No. But yeah. No, thank you. All right, let's get. Oh my god, I just said I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna answer this one last question, and then I'm gonna start getting into my like questions because I think that are funny. But yeah, let's get into this. This is the last one I'm gonna answer about this because I answered this way too many times. So I'm just gonna skim over this question real quick and get into my stuff. Have you had plastic surgery? Do you think my butt looks natural? Because if you do, thank you. But, okay, I have had cosmetic surgery. Yes. Do I have any plastic in my body? No, I do have a BBL. A BBL is a fat transfer. They took fat from my stomach and my arms and put it into my booty. That's what a BBL is. So there's no silicone, there's no plastic up in there, but I have extra fat up in there, if that makes sense. Thank you for the hydration. Yes, well, I did lipo 360 into a BBL. So they took fat out, which is lipo, and then BBL. So yeah, I'll tell you, like, that's probably the biggest, like, surgery that I've had. The rest, I'll tell you guys, I'm very open about surgeries that I've gotten or just what I have gotten. In the beginning of social media, at first I was like, oh, if I were to get surgery, like, I wouldn't want to tell anybody. But after like seeing people being so public with their surgeries and stuff like that. And their reasoning is like, you know, they don't want young kids or young girls. Not that young girls should, like, you know, not that my audience is from them. Anyway, like, looking up to that, or just even like girls my age women my age looking up to it and be like, damn, I wish I had a body like that, and making them feel bad about their own bodies when they look at my like unrealistic body. You know, that hurts my heart. It breaks my heart, because when I was younger, I remember looking at these gorgeous girls and being like, damn, I want that type of body, blah, blah, blah. And obviously they had surgery, but like, whatever, you know? So I'm very public about my surgeries, because I don't want people to look at me and be like, wow, you know, like, and feel bad about their own bodies, because mine is very unrealistic. I did get my body done. So yes, I will always be public about it. So yes, BBL, did have a BBL into my butt, got extra fat up in there. My yitties are real, guys. I was naturally blessed by my mommy. They are real. However, your girl is a fan of a push-up bra, or like the Boombas thingies, you know, bigger. Your girl is a fan of that, but they are real. I'm not gonna lie and say I've never wanted top surgery. Like, I've really wanted like my yitties done before, because I want them to sit up all the time naturally. I've really wanted that for a long time, and I really did contemplate on getting my yitties done. But one thing that, when you do social media, one thing that really, really, like, you know, like happens a lot when you do social media is you see everyone else like looking like crazy, and you want to look like them too. You know, I promised myself in the very beginning that I wouldn't start getting these crazy surgeries or augmentations or whatever and changing myself too much just because of social media. The BBL, I've wanted hips since I was like really, really young, and I've worked out my entire life for them. You cannot fill in hip dips by working at the gym. It's just not possible. So I did get a BBL because I've always wanted one. But like I said, social media does make you want crazy things. So that's probably the biggest surgery I would ever get, and that's it. Just because I was okay with how I looked before, and just because the social media says whatever, like, I'm not going to get any crazy surgeries just because social media says whatever, you know? But yeah, so yes, yitties natural. The only other like cosmetic things that I've gotten is I've gotten some Botox in my jaws, like in my masseter. I think it's like right here somewhere. This is my masseter, right? I've gotten Botox in my masseters because I grind my teeth really, really bad at night. And I used to have braces, so I can't wear a night guard or anything like that. And I would grind my teeth so bad. I'd wake up with like headaches, and like, it was so bad how bad, like, I would wake myself up with how loud I was grinding my teeth. Or like, I literally would have sensitive spots in my teeth because I was grinding it down. So I couldn't get like, you know, a mouth guard because of braces. So, because they move, like, obviously my braces are like moving my teeth, and a mouth guard would like prevent that. So they were like, oh, well, I've heard people get masseters done, so it softens your muscle here so that you don't clench so hard anymore. And I did a few rounds of that, and I think it worked. But now I have Invisalign, so now it doesn't really matter. So now I don't get them done as often. I think I used to get them done, like I got them done like 2 or 3 times, but now I haven't gotten them done for like almost like a year or 2. So it's been a while. But yeah, so misconceptions that people say. Some people think I got my chin done. I did not. I'm gonna be so for real. I hate my chin. I hate how much it comes out. I guess it's like a Chinese thing. It's very common for Chinese people to have their chins like that. It's actually like a beauty standard in China, but I low-key don't like how much my chin comes out. I low-key would want like something to bring it back in, especially with how much weight I lose in my face. It makes my chin stand out like crazy, and I hate it. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna touch my face. One thing I will say, I'm never gonna touch my face. Yeah, except the Botox on the side. Also, I didn't realize that when you do get your masseters done, it makes your face slimmer, which is really, really cool. That wasn't the reason I did it, but it is cool that it does that. And I really liked it, but it's gone now. I got it like a year ago. But yeah, for everyone saying they like my chin, thank you so much. I don't like my chin. Sorry. Someone asked if I was scared of surgery before. Yes, I've never been put under except when I did my BBL. I've gotten my wisdom teeth done. Botox, like never went under. I was awake for my wisdom tooth. You know, obviously you don't go under for Botox, but I've never been put under before. And it really, really scared me like anesthesia really, really scares me, especially because anesthesia can have really bad effects on your body. So definitely like that scared me. And then doing a little more research and stuff into it, I just got the BBL. I said, fuck it. I probably will no longer get any more surgeries though. Like I think I'm done with surgeries until like, unless I have a kid or whatever, and then I would get like a mommy makeover. But as of now, I think I'm done with surgeries. Like I don't think there's anything else that like I can fix about myself right now, if that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, that's my my thing. Like I said, I will always be honest with you guys with whatever surgery I get. Like I will always be honest with you guys. Okay, this is a funny question. I'm just gonna throw it in here because I think it's cool. Someone asked me, if you could have any superpower, what would you have? Chat, what superpower would you have? If you guys could have any superpower, what would it be? For me, I would love Twice. I think that's his name. In My Hero Academia, his name is Twice, and he can split himself, and then split himself, and split himself, and like make 1,000 copies of himself. Does that make sense? I would low-key love that. Like, can you imagine how many of me there could be at a time? Like, I just split. I probably wouldn't make myself do chores and stuff, because I think that's what he did, and that's what made them all hate him. But I think it'd be fun. Like, if I'm bored or lonely, I could just split myself, you know? I don't know. Or, like, if I want to try on clothes, but, like, I don't want to try on clothes, split myself. Have a model right in front of me, you know? Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it'd be really, really cool. I would low-key love to be able to split myself. All right, let's see some of y'all's. Flying or running really fast. Yes, I feel like freezing time would be pretty cool. I would love to teleport and time manipulation. That'd be really cool too. I don't know. I like to split myself in half, okay? I don't know. Between teleportation or telekinetics. I want to be Plastic Man. Having 5 joys, can you imagine having 5 joys would be so lit? Like, I don't know, duplicating myself seems fun. I think it'd be fun. Most people are just saying, like, you know, teleportation or stuff like that, which, yeah. Someone said the superpower to be able to eat, drink, and, the superpower to be able to eat, drink, and never have to use the bathroom. Kevin Hart said this to The Rock. That would definitely be cool, but I don't know, sometimes I enjoy using the bathroom, so I'd be fine with it. If you had 5 joys in one room, you could create a joy house. Yeah. I think it'd be really cool to split myself. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. Okay, next question. I also answer this question a lot as well, but I like to talk about it, so it's okay. Next question. How many bodies do you have? Wow, everybody's so interested in my personal life. It's so crazy. How many bodies do I have? Joy has. I talked about this already, but Chad, do you guys have any guesses before I say the amount of bodies I have? Do you guys have any? Please don't hurt my feelings. Please don't say like a crazy number. Chat, guess how many bodies I have before I answer my question. Someone said 8. Okay, 8, 7, 10, 3, 2, 4, 3, 100. Thank you for the 100 bits. You're so sweet. 9. Well, some of you guys are. 8 is not a lot, but yeah. Oh my God, chat! We reached our goal of 31,000 followers. Thank you guys so much. Yay! That's so cute. 3,000 bodies. Wow. Thank you, Benny, for the 100 bits. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys. My bodies. I have 3. I have 3 bodies. I've been in 2. I used to say that I've been in like 3 quote unquote serious relationships, but I honestly think I've only been in 2. I think the other one, like, I don't think it was that serious, but I think I've only ever been in 2 serious relationships. Thank you for the hydration. And I only have 3 bodies. I don't think there's anything wrong with like one night stands or like stuff like that. You know, if anybody wants wants to do that. That's your thing. That's your body. You know, whatever you want to do. Your girl is terrified of STDs, like terrified of STDs. So I'm really scared of one night stands. Like very, very scared. Lovers come and go, but STDs stay forever. And I have an extremely big fear of STDs. It was kind of like drilled into my head as a child because, yeah, like STDs for men don't always like have symptoms. Like some men can have STDs and you would never know. But for women, it's so dangerous. Like small ones, like even like chlamydia or whatever, like you could get it. It's not life-threatening. You could go get antibiotics. It can ruin your reproductive system. Like ruin, like you can't have kids anymore. And you might not even know you had it. It's so scary to me. And that is one of the biggest things that is one of the biggest reasons I cannot have one-night stands. Extremely, extremely scared. Maybe if I were to meet a guy that had a full workup, like at the bar, he comes up to me like, oh, hey, Joy, full workup of how clean I am. I have no STDs. Okay, now you look desperate and that's weird to me. So I won't be with you either. So there's no winning in this situation. There's just no winning. Like either you're clean and you have tests, but you're desperate and I don't like that. Or I don't know if you're clean or not and I am not trying to risk that. So yeah, your girl, don't do one night stands. I also have to be super, 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 like super comfortable with a guy to be able to do stuff like that. And yeah, that's also why I say only really when I am like in a actual relationship and like actually like, you know, like really invested in the relationship, like I love you type shit, then I could sleep with you. But if I don't love you or if like whatever, like we just met, like I just cannot. I can't do it. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Y'all do whatever y'all want. It's okay. Your girl personally, I'm just really scared. If that makes sense. I've always been scared. Like always. So yeah. Like I said, I've only had 2 serious relationships, and I've had 3 bodies, because the other one technically, like, I wouldn't count it that serious, but yeah. And it was, my ex was literally like, you know, like, we were young, it was like my first love type shit, he ended up cheating on me, and that kind of made me never want to have intimacy with anyone ever again, because he was intimate with a girl, and that's how he cheated on me, so that kind of, like, turned me off to being intimate with anybody ever, because I was like, wow, I trust this man so much. He ended up being intimate with someone else, and then I was like, oh my god, what if this man gave me like an STD because he was with other women, you know? So that's kind of where that fear stems from. So after that, I was like, yeah, never again. I just cannot be with men like super intimately ever again unless I really, really trust them. So for y'all out there on the internet that thought I was a hoe, or that I slept around a lot, just know that because of my ex, that's not going to happen. Because your girl's terrified. Terrified. So, yeah. Just utilize a condom. STDs can still go through, like, condoms. Just saying. Like, that's not 100% way to protect yourself. STDs through saliva. You know? It's not 100% way to protect yourself. But, yeah. So, your girl has a body count of 3. And that will probably stay for a pretty long time because your girl is not trying to date nobody for a pretty long time. Yes, condoms also break very easily. So, yeah, your girl is not trying to be with anybody. I'm a lover girl. Like, I know the internet doesn't believe me, but I am a lover girl. Like, when I love somebody, I will be with you no matter what. Through thick and thin, I will do anything for you unless you cheat on me. So, yeah. Like, I'm a lover girl. I don't like to just go around, you know, whatever. Condoms are 100%. Condoms are not 100%. I know people that get pregnant on condoms. Be careful. Do not think that way. Condoms break. Okay, sorry. But yes. 3. That's it. You're really got the 3. Also, let's not say like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, what's it called? With the body count thing, I feel like that's such like a high school type of thing, you know, like, oh, you have a body count of like 4, ew, you're a hoe, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, I feel like that's not a high school thing. Like, who cares? Everyone's an adult. As long as you're practicing safe intimacy and safe intercourse and you're knowledgeable and you know what's going on, who cares? Go do you. Go sleep with whoever you want to sleep with as long as you're safe. and, you know, you understand what's going on, then yeah, who cares if people have like a high body count? Like, let them do whatever they want. I will also say, be educated. Please educate yourselves. If you don't know anything about STDs, if you don't know anything about pregnancies, if you don't know things about condoms, that they're 100%, like, they're 100%, which they're not, please educate yourself before you go have intimacy with people. Like, please. The repercussions of, like, intimacy is actually, like, pretty insane. So, yeah, please, 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 please educate yourself. Okay, I used it more than 1,000 times and it never happened. Well, you never know what could be your 1%. Thank you for the bits, and no, I'm not gonna burp. Yeah, I will be right back though. I do need to get some water. I apologize, I am still sick, so my throat is kind of like, you know, not it right now, so I shall be right back. Let me get water. Oh, I'm gonna be gone. Oh, wait, what? I'll be gone, but Suki can keep you. I thought she was laying down. What the fuck? I was about to say Suki can keep you entertained, but I think she wants. Oh, Suki can keep you entertained. I'll be back. Are you gonna make biscuits for them? Yeah. Go ahead, Miss Girl. Let me be back. Oh my god, I couldn't open my door. Hi, Miss Girl. Were you being all cute for them? Yeah? Look at her, girl catting away. Look at how cute she is. Alright, guys, I'm back. Suki fell? She fell? Fell how? Oh my gosh, ow. Ow. Okay, my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm so out of breath. I'm so out of breath. All right, guys. Next question. I have a few more left. Okay. Am I taking too long? Should I like start cutting up some stuff? Am I taking too long? Whatever. I'll just go through all my questions. I'll just cut it up. It's okay. Joy, I have a question. What's your favorite food? I love Korean food. Love Korean food. I'm good. Okay, let's just keep going. Sorry. All right. Someone asked, what was your first job? I am Chinese. So my first job was probably as young as I can remember, working at the restaurant. That was probably my first job. The very first time, what am I trying to say? The very first recollection of memories that I have is probably working at my family's restaurant. So I think I have been working since I was 5? 4? I was back there. I was taking orders. I was, sorry, you know what I did a lot? I peeled the string beans a lot. No, not string beans. The snow peas. I would always peel the snow peas. Your girl did that for a long time. My family also owned a store, so I also worked at the store for as long as I can remember. So yes, your girl has worked a lot of jobs. I know with the fact that I'm on social media, a lot of people are like, oh, you've never worked a real job in your life. No, I have worked a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs. I have worked a lot. My family had a restaurant, did that my whole life, and then they had a store, did that. My dad later on opened a restaurant, so I also worked at that restaurant as well. So yes, I have worked a lot in my life. So yes, but I will say the job that I've always had the most is restaurant stuff. I do love the restaurant industry. So that is like, I literally ended up going to like culinary programs and stuff like that when I was in high school, because I've just been around the restaurants for so long. So I always loved the restaurant industry. My first real job, like actually getting paid, because I wasn't paid as a child, was I was a hostess at a restaurant. Hated that job. Hated it. I loved hosting, just hated the people there. But yes, I was like a hostess at a restaurant. That was like my first like real job where I was getting like actually paid and shit, if that makes sense. So yeah, your girls just worked at a restaurant a lot. I would probably never open up my own restaurant, no, because I've been in a lot of restaurants and I've worked in a lot of restaurants. I know how hard restaurants are and how much work you have to put into it to even get any type of profit back. And it probably takes years and years and years, like probably like 10, 20 years for you to even start seeing like a lot of profit. So no, my families did, luckily my families did just sell their restaurants. Like all of them have sold their restaurants, the stores, like my family's fully retired. And I'm so grateful for that. But it definitely takes a long time to start seeing like money coming back from like restaurants and stuff. So I don't think I would ever really want to do that. But yeah, first jobs were always at restaurants. We'll say, do love it though. When I was younger, this is another question people ask me. When I was younger and it's like, what is your dream job that you wanted to be when you grow up? I wanted to be a waitress. Like, at a really high-end restaurant. You know what I mean? Like one of those steakhouses, like one of those like really crazy cool restaurants where the food is amazing and I could just like talk about, I know a lot about food and like steak and stuff like that from like, I know a lot about food and like wine and stuff from culinary. So I would have loved to work at a really, really high-end restaurant and just talk about the food. Like, you know, like if they were to ask questions about like, where's this steak from? Or like, where are the oysters from? And like, I could answer it all. And they get paid super fucking well too. They get tipped like crazy. So I would have loved to work, like, I would have loved to be like a waitress like that for a pretty long time. Like, or even like on a yacht or something, you know what I mean? Like I know people that worked at like, they worked on those like boats and stuff like that, or at country clubs, would have loved to be a waitress there. That is one of like something that I would have loved. I still remember the restaurant. Yeah, I was working at the restaurant like for so long. Do you have your own signature dishes? I do cook myself. When I was in high school, I did like baking and pastry. So my main dish was like cream puffs and stuff like that. Now at home, I think I make like chicken cordon bleu the most. But yes, love restaurant, love food. That was always my thing. Okay, I have some more like not crazy, but like more unconventional type of questions that I don't see very often. So shout out to the people that asked me these, because these are some interesting questions. What's a cream puff? Oh, a cream puff is like a pâte à choux. It's a dessert. It looks like a ball, and in the middle it's completely hollow, which is the hard part of making a pâte à choux, because obviously like you pipe it and it has to bake where it's hollow on the inside, which is really, really hard. And that happens when you cook it with like the steam. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to put the oven at a certain temp, and then you drop the temp, and the steam is what makes it rise. So if you open the oven before it's done, you fuck up the entire thing. So it's really, really hard to make a pâte à choux. And then you'd make pastry cream and you put it in, and then you pipe it inside. That's cream puff. That was my specialty. Can you still make? I could probably still make it, yeah, if I really tried. I kind of want to try one. I'm going to be so for real, because I did baking and pastry, I really didn't like sweets because I had to eat it all the time. So I really ended up hating sweets. Like, I hate dessert. And I was the one making the desserts, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. All right, next question. This one's, oh my God, I need to stop doing that. Don't let me laugh like that anymore. It's so fucking stupid. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to laugh like a regular person. All right. What do you love most about your life so far? Money. I love money. I love the fact that I have money. That is what I love about my life so far. I'm just kidding. Kind of. I'm just kidding. I love stability. I like stability. I like that I have stability. I like that I'm financially free and yes, that I have stability. I'm very fortunate that I was able to have financial security and be stable, like fairly young. And yeah, it's just a nice feeling. I wouldn't say money buys happiness, but money buys stability and stability buys happiness. So yes, that is what I love about my life so far. That I am stable and financially free, so I can do a lot of things and have a lot of fun and, you know, help my family if I need to and, you know, live the life that I've always wanted. I think that's what I love about my life so far. Yeah. Money buys stability. I wouldn't say happiness all the time, but definitely stability. That is what I love about my life right now. I mean, I obviously love my friends and family too, but like, you know, just saying like okay, let me be better about that. I feel like this is a physical object that's asking, what do you love most about your life so far? Physical object, I will say money. But I guess like in my life, like right now as a 20-year-old that I didn't have when I was younger, I will say I love the relationship I have with my family now than I did when I was younger. Like, yeah, when I was younger, my family relationship was not the best. And then now it's like super, super good. And that is something that I really, really love. But yeah. Thank you for the hydration. All right. On to my deeper questions. Okay, I'm going to answer this one because this is funny. That's true because people find happiness in chaos, not stability. Well, I guess it depends on the person. I find happiness in stability and not chaos. But yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Lucas, for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. I'm Joy. I'm just yapping away, but thank you so much for the raid. Okay. Next question. Would you date someone who knows what you do for a living? I get this one a lot. Honestly, I don't know. If I'm going to be so honest, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know if I could date someone that knew what I did for a living. Like, if I were to meet a guy and we hit it off and we're chilling and I like him and I found out that he like buys my stuff, I'd be like, oh. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I guess it would depend. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. It is hard to say. I'm going to leave that up to I don't know. That was a bad question to ask me because I don't know. Sorry, guys. That was a bad question. I thought I was going to have a more like, oh, okay, question, like come to a realization of like the answer. But I really think like, I genuinely don't know. I don't know how I would feel if that happened. Thank you for the treat. I will give him a treat in a minute. I don't know. I really wouldn't know how I would feel. If you really like them, then they shouldn't lie. Yes, I think it would be weird that they lied to me about it. I think that's the issue. If they were like really honest, that they knew who I was and blah, 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 and we still hit it off, then that's fine. But yeah, if you were like to try to meet me naturally, and then I find out that you knew who I was and like shit like that, that's weird to me. But if you were upfront like, oh yeah, I've seen you before, blah, 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 then I'd be like, all right, blah, 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 you know? But yeah. Yeah, I hope that never happens. I really hope a guy wouldn't lie to me about it. That's really, really weird. I don't like that. That's some you stuff. Yeah, that's really weird. I would not like that. Next question. I love questions like these. Yeah, he literally said, yeah, how did you get so hot? Or have you always been like that? Oh, wait, sorry, I'm trying to put my phone up. Let me answer that question for you. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked. I think it's really funny No, you should lie about what you do. And I think it's really funny when people always like assume that I've been super pretty my whole life or like whatever. And I will say, don't get me wrong, I do think I am conventionally attractive. Like now, you know, I find myself attractive and I think I am attractive. But growing up, oh geez. You know what's crazy? Growing up, I always thought I was still attractive. Like, I thought I was cute or pretty or whatever. But the world did not think so. And my middle school did not think I was pretty because I was, like, one of the only Asian people in there. I was in, like, a mostly Hispanic school. So I was one of the only Asian kids in there. And, yeah, no. Most people did not find me attractive. Most people thought I was really weird. And they thought I was really, really skinny. To quote this guy, if this guy ever DMs me, I would fucking laugh. This one guy, I will never forget this guy in my life. We went to middle school together. We went to high school together. I remember him. My senior year, we were talking about like middle school and glow ups, you know, like talking about middle school. And I was just like, oh yeah, I remember middle school. Like, oh, I was so ugly, blah, blah, blah. And this other guy that was at the table was like, oh, you were ugly in middle school? Cause he was like kind of shocked, I guess. And this one guy goes, yeah, no, we were just talking about it, how crazy your glow up is, you know, like we remember you in middle school and then we'll look at you now and be like, wow, like you look so different. And I'm like, okay, okay, thanks. Like that I glowed up, right? And then, yeah, the guy was like, really? Like, what was she like in middle school? And he goes, yeah, Joy, she was so skinny. Like, oh my God, she was so skinny. Like, she wasn't even a stick. She was an accidental marking on a piece of paper skinny. And I was like, oh, okay, like, thanks. Like, you couldn't have just said I was skinny. Like, man had to give an example of how skinny I was. So yeah, that just goes to show, yes, I was not that conventionally attractive growing up, I guess. I think I got more into my looks when COVID happened. So around my sophomore, junior year of high school is when I started like putting more time into my looks, like going to the gym, wearing like some makeup, learning how to do my hair a little bit. Is probably when I started getting like, I guess, more conventionally attractive, but I was not considered attractive growing up. If that makes sense. For most of middle school, I want to say, because, you know, elementary school's whatever. I think for most of middle school, I was not considered attractive. And I was bullied a lot because a lot of people think I was really, really ugly. Yeah. Thank you for the hydration. But yeah, to this day, I still know people that like think I'm ugly. And I'm like, okay, like, that's fine. Can't be for everybody. But yeah. Sorry, I was trying to read that. But yeah, I always find that question really funny. I wish I could have been like super hot growing up my whole life and just knew what it was like to be super fucking hot. But no, my looks did not settle into my body, or just the looks didn't settle in until a little bit later. And I was like, all right, that's fine. It's okay. But I will say it did help me because when I started like looking better, I remember a lot of people like would hit me up and be like, oh, blah, 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 and try to get at me. And I would be like, oh, I remember when you said I was super ugly and you didn't want to talk to me. Yeah, I will say my personality has probably been the same for majority of my life. The only thing that changed was my looks. So yeah. But yeah. I've grown 2 inches since the last stream. Good for you! I will say I've never grown. I haven't grown since like fucking middle school, I guess. Okay. These are some funnier ones that I want to get into. Guys, I will answer questions at the end. I have like 4 more questions, okay? And then I will answer some of y'all's questions that you have for me at the end. Okay. This one's really funny. I thought this was a really, really funny question. What is a petty reason that you've cut someone off for? Chat, I want to hear all your petty reasons too. One of the pettiest reasons that I've cut someone off, not to sound mean, is if they're just like really incompetent. Coming from someone who's also very incompetent. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes your girl is a little dumb duty head, as I always say, you know, in my story. Sometimes I'm a little slow, sometimes I don't, you know, think things through, and sometimes, you know, I'm a little incompetent. But there is a different level of incompetency of people that like it's the most basic shit. It's the most basic stuff. And it's like they don't know how to do it. Okay, that's fine. I teach you how to do it. It's like, okay. And then next time you still don't know how to do it. And I'm like, okay. And it'll be like the most stuff, like basic stuff. And I know it sounds mean, but like there would be a time where like this girl that I knew, she was such a sweet girl and I really, really liked her. But yeah, like, you know, we would go out to eat and she'd be like, oh, I don't know how to tip. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know how to tip? And she's like, oh, well, my boyfriend pays for me every time, so I don't know how to tip people. And I was like, okay, well, it's on the receipt, you know, like it'll tell you percentage-wise, like how much to tip, and or you can choose. It depends. And she's like, okay, is this good? And I'm like, well, if it says it on the receipt, then yes, you know? And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna think anything of it. You know, whatever, like, okay, she didn't know how to tip, like, it's fine. She's only been with her boyfriend for a few years, but I guess she didn't tip for the majority of her life. That's fine. You know, the next time, same thing. I don't know how to tip. Blah, blah, blah. And then so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I get it. I really do. Because I am like that a lot of the time. A lot of the times I will like lean on someone to do something for me. Or sometimes I turn my brain off and I don't know something and people have to help me. You know, Aisha's literally like my older sister. Like, Aisha helps me for a lot of things. But, however, bare minimum, there are some bare minimum bars, and I cannot deal with people that are that incompetent sometimes, or they just like, they do it on purpose or whatever, or whatever the fuck reason that they do it for. I just can't deal with it. Like, I really can't. Like, it infuriates me, especially when it's something so simple like that. Like, girl, be for real. Like, just, you know, like, that stresses me out. So that is one of the reasons that I have cut someone off for literally that exact reason. There was a little more to that story, but it followed the same trope of like not knowing like very basic things, and I would try to help and they would not take my help and just would rather complain about not knowing how to do basic things than take my help of like a very simple task of looking at a receipt and tipping. So yeah, cannot do it. Stresses me out. I've cut someone off because she talked to me like I was a 5-year-old or I was stupid. Yeah, I feel like that's not a petty way to cut someone off. That's a pretty good reasoning. Someone treats you like they're stupid or talks to you like they're stupid. That's a pretty good reasoning to cut someone off. I think me and this girl had a mutual falling out about something, and I don't think she ever tried to hit me up again, so it's okay. But yeah, that is something, that's a petty reason. I try really hard not to cut people off. Like, I'm a very like, oh, you know what? One and done. It's okay. You know, like, it's okay. But there are some times where I'm just like, all right, like, I really can't. Like, you're stressing me out. Like, you're stressing me out, and I cannot. Wait, I will be right back. I'm so sorry. I have to use the bathroom. Okay, chat, I am back. This is a really long one, so I'm gonna read it for you guys. Okay, ready? A friend took his girlfriend to a fancy restaurant, ordered a lot of food, and when the bill arrived, couldn't afford to pay the bill. He went to the bathroom, rang me, and asked me to bail him out, which I did. I had to explain the menu in some... Wait, what? Wait. The bill not right. I had to explain the menu in some restaurants does not have a $sign next to the price. LOL. He said, is that what those numbers were to the right side of the dish? And that's why you cut him off? Low key, that's what I mean. Like a crazy level of incompetency. It's just, that's what I mean by that's like a crazy level of like being incompetent. Yeah, and he never paid me back. Yeah, no, fuck that. That's crazy. Yeah, no. And that's coming from someone who's also pretty incompetent. But there's a level, you know? There's a level. Sorry. Someone said, how do I get one like you, wifey material? Your girl is not on the market. Not that I'm taken, but just because I don't want to be. Okay, I have like 3 more questions, guys. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do this one. I don't care about that one. Okay, I have 2 more. I have 2 more questions. I know I've been on for a long time. I'm just like, it's just fun answering questions because the next 2 are like something that it's just like questions most people don't ask me, so I think it's funny. This one's funny. What is your most manipulative trait? Ooh. Ooh. I low-key just talked about it. Chat, what's y'all's most manipulative trait? Please tell me so I feel better about my most manipulative trait. If I'm being really honest, I know that I'm manipulative sometimes. You know, like, I don't think there's no one that's like not manipulative. I think everyone is like manipulative in some degree, you know, like whether they think about it or not. This is really funny because we just talked about this. I think my most manipulative trait that I've started to catch on about myself, like low-key at first I didn't know that I was doing this. Sometimes I feel so bad. Okay. My most manipulative trait. Wait, I want to hear your guys' manipulative traits. I don't want to give just mine. I feel bad. My most manipulative trait is probably that sometimes I do act like kind of stupid or that I don't know what I'm doing just because I don't want to do it. Like I know how to do things, but I don't want to do it. So why not act like I don't know what I'm doing and then someone else can do it for me? You know what I mean? I think that's like one of my most manipulative things. Like, it's not that I don't know how to do shit or like I could look things up just as easily. Like I know how to do shit. But if I sit here and it's like weaponized incompetence, you know what I mean? Like if I just sit there and I don't act like I know how to do it, eventually they'll get mad enough that they'll just do it themselves. And I'm like, all right, well, I tried. I do it a lot with my brother and my family. But yeah, I think that's one of my most manipulative traits. I've also done it with my exes before. Like when I'm with a guy, like I know how to do stuff, but like I don't want to do it. So then I'll just be like, oh, I don't know how to do it. And then when they try to teach me to do it, I'll like do it really badly so that they can do it for me. Because like, why? I don't want to do it. I'm just a girl. I don't want to do it. You do it. I'll just act like I don't know what I'm doing so that you can do it. It is a very bad trait, guys. Don't copy me in that trait. It's a really, really bad trait. Don't do it. I will say, I think because I do it, a lot of people think that I'm like really dumb sometimes, but like I'm really not, and I do know how to do things. I'm just lazy, and if I can like get you to do it, I'm gonna get you to do it instead. It's a really bad trait, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad trait. I'm trying not to do that already. I'm trying to like slowly wean off of doing that because, you know, I can't always like airhead method, someone said. I can't always rely on someone to do stuff for me. Like it's a really bad trait of mine. So yeah, I think I learned it from my brother though. I learned it from my brother, but why not just ask him to do it? Because no. So this is how it goes with my brother. I mostly do it because of my brother. I think I just picked up on it because of it. But this is how it normally goes. I'll ask my brother for help. He'll say no. And I'll beg him. He'll say no. And then I'm like, okay, can you at least just teach me how to do it? And he'll be like, okay, well, you can go look it up. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll go look it up. And then I'll like pretend that I don't know how to do it still. And then be like, oh, brother, it's so hard. Like, I don't understand. And I'll just keep bugging him and being like, I don't get it. Oh my God, I did it bad. Or it's not working. Or, you know, whatever the fuck it is, I just bother him and complain about it until he's finally like, all right, fine. And then he'll do it for me. That's kind of where it goes. So I do ask, they just say no. And then I continue to like act like I don't know what I'm doing. And then eventually my brother will give up and do it. That sounds like more effort than just doing it yourself. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a really bad trait of mine. I've been doing it since I was young. I need to stop doing it. Like, I need to stop doing it. It's very bad. It's a very bad quality that I have of myself, and I need to stop doing it. To be fair, my brother was really mean to me growing up. Okay? And yeah, my brother was very mean to me growing up. So he never helped me with anything. And all I could do was sit there and complain until he did. So I just kind of continued doing that. I'm sorry, guys. You're a manipulator. I'm sorry, okay? Someone else tell me theirs. I feel bad now. Thank you for the treats. I will give them treats like at the very end. Mine is not opening up about my feelings. I don't know if that's manipulative or not. That's just what makes me think. I don't think that's not manipulative. I think that's just your own personal preference if you don't want to open up. Does anyone else have any manipulation tactics? I purposely mess up. That is, didn't want, wait. I purposely messed, oh my god. I purposely messed something up that is didn't want to do, so they never asked me to do it again. Okay, you purposely mess up things that you don't want to do so that you don't have to do it again. Yeah, that's true. I do that sometimes as well. But yeah, I think that's my biggest manipulative tactic that I do, and I do need to stop it. Cause yeah, I need to stop doing it. I think I really have like a younger sibling complex. I'm not gonna lie. I just do have a younger sibling complex. Like, I just need people's help all the time, and like, I'd rather have you help me and do it for me than me do it myself. Cause yeah, I mean, my whole life I have my older brother doing that, and then now I have Aisha, and like, I don't do it with Aisha. Like, I don't do it with Aisha of like not knowing what to do so Aisha can do it for me. I don't do that because Aisha low-key like catches on pretty well, and Aisha is not the type that will do it for me. She'll like just send me instructions on how to do it, and I'll be like, all right, I have to do it. So Aisha kind of makes me do it myself, but she'll send me the instructions of how to do it, and then I'm like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, yeah. Mine is retreating. Oh, mine is retreating from people because I get bored of how people can be. Guys, none of this is like manipulating stuff. This is just like stuff. I'm talking about like, how do you get someone to do what you want them to do type shit. That's what I'm asking. Make me feel better about mine. I was very vulnerable, okay? Okay, fine. No, tell me. It's okay. Alright guys, we are on the last question, and I get this question a lot, so let's get into this question, and it's a very simple question. Someone said, I guess we aren't as manipulative as you. Alright, whatever. I know, you know what it is though, but I know that I'm like that, so I know I can fix it. At least I know my issue, so I can fix it, rather than not knowing my issue and not fixing it. You know? Yeah. But yes, okay, last question guys. This is one that people ask a lot, and I like low-key didn't know how to answer it, but I think I figured it out. Okay, so all right, what is your biggest ick in a man? A lot of people like ask me this question. So my biggest ick in a man, and I was trying really hard to formulate like my thought process on this, because obviously like I feel really bad shitting on men. Like, I don't want to shit on anybody, you know, I don't want to like say anybody is an ick of mine, but I do have this one ick, and it's like an ick. It's like more of a turn off, I guess, but it is an ick, and it like bugs me a lot. And I really hope I say it in a correct manner that doesn't sound like I'm an awful human being. But a big ick and a turn off that I have in men, and some men, is if you are just really, really, really insecure. I know that sounds really bad, but it's just more of like, I think confidence is sexy. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't just be for a man, it would also be for a woman. I think confidence is sexy, and I think confidence is what makes you attractive, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, if you're confident in your looks and who you are, and you carry yourself like super up there, even if you're not conventionally attractive, or even if like some people don't think you're attractive, or whatever the fuck it is, but if you hold yourself up in a high regard and you're just confident about yourself, it just makes you more attractive. Does that make sense? the part that I don't like that's an ick for me is if, like, obviously, again, though, everyone, like, you know, has insecurities. That's normal. Everybody has insecurities. Sometimes you can be like, oh yeah, I'm insecure about this, that. It's very normal. It's okay. But if you're just like a ball of insecurity all the time and you're also not doing anything to work on your confidence, I think that's an ick for me. Does that make sense? Like, if you're just only focused on your insecurities, you don't want to work on yourself, you don't want to become more confident, you just sit there and just look at your insecurities, that turns me off, and that's an ick to me. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't want it to sound mean, like, I really don't. And like I said, everybody has insecurities. I have so many. But like I said, you know, self-improvement is a part of life. And if you are stuck on, like, the fact that you are just insecure and don't want to work on that, it just icks me out and it makes me not attracted to you, and I just can't be with you if you are like that. Yeah. Confidence is key. It doesn't matter what you look like. You could be unconventionally attractive. You could be shorter or whatever the fuck. As long as you hold yourself in high regard and you're, like, you know, up there and you're, like, actually trying to better yourself or whatever the fuck, I think it's sexy. I think it's, like, attractive. I think it's something, like, that's attractive to me. But if you're, like, yeah, if you're just always insecure and that's all you talk about and you don't want to do anything to fix it, it icks me out for you. Because I've been with men that have been insecure, and I will try. You know, I'll be like, oh, you don't like this? All right, come do this with me. Oh, blah, 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 you don't like this about yourself? All right, do this. You know what I mean? Like, I can only do so much. I can only help so much. If you don't want to be helped, then that's it. You know what I mean? You can only help yourself. And yeah, if I'm trying to help a man that's super insecure, but they don't want to help themselves, like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it, you know? I'm sorry. I know that's, like, I don't know. I feel like it's shitty of me to think that way, but I've tried. It's not like I don't try. I've tried multiple times. But if you're, like, just stuck in that phase, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be dragged down in that phase with you. I like to self-improve. I like to look at things about myself that are not that good and improve them and, like, you know, be a better person. And if you're stuck in the side of, like, oh, I don't want to be a better person, or, like, blah, blah, or, like, whatever, then I just can't be with you. You cannot, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be dragged down by somebody that thinks that way when I don't think that way. If that makes sense. But yeah, that's my thing. Improvement is key. Yes. That is kind of my thought process on that. But yeah. All right, guys, that was actually my last question. As I said in the beginning, if you guys have any questions, I'm open to answering them. I feel like I answered a lot of questions already, but if y'all have any questions you want to ask me, now is the time, or just yap away with me a little bit. Y'all can ask me whatever questions you want. So if he's a confident rapper, you'll support his career. No, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think I could ever date a rapper or anything like that. I just don't think I can. That's just a no. That's a no for me. No rappers. Sorry if you're a successful, confident rapper. That's a no. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, I think I answered hella questions. So here, we'll just do some, like, speed rounds or something. Asian food or Hispanic food? Asian food. I'm sorry. I love Asian food so much. I could eat that shit all the fucking time if I could. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't really like Hispanic food. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. What hobbies do you have besides video games and the gym? I really like to scrapbook. I am a scrapbook girly. I am a journal girly. I have scrapbooks from, like, a whole year, and I'll put pictures and, like, little stuff inside of it. And yeah, I have them from 2 years actually. I have 2 scrapbooks back there, and then I also have a journal, like a notebook. So that's something that I really like to do. Thank you, Benny, for 100 bits. You're so sweet. Thank you. What's your favorite Asian food? I will say, you know, obviously I'm Chinese, love Chinese food, but Korean food is so good. I love Korean food so fucking much. I want to go to Korea so bad and just eat food there. Love Korean food. What kind of games do you play? I play a lot of farming type of games. I'm not very good at first-person shooters, nor am I good at story mode games. So farming games and cozy games are definitely my vibe. Can you draw and paint really, really good? Yes, I actually do nails, so I've gotten used to painting on really small canvases. I would say I paint really, really well, and I could draw really, really well too. So yeah. Minecraft. I love Minecraft. Yes. But I'd be on the thing. I'd be like on a 2-week Minecraft grind, and then I stop. I feel like everyone does that. All foods except I actually really like anchovies. I am such a salty type of girl. Anchovies, sardines, anything salty, olive, I'll eat that shit up. But yeah, all right, guys, I think that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Sorry if I do repeat a lot of the things. This was more of an updated Q&A, because I haven't done one in so long, but thank you guys so much. Have you tried Vegemite? No. I'm kind of scared of Vegemite. Wait, guys, don't leave yet. Please, I wanna raid someone. Please don't leave me. Oh my god, that sounded really bad. Hee. Please don't leave me, guys. I wanna raid somebody. Please don't go. Please don't go. I love salty stuff. Oh my gosh, thank you, A-Town, for 5 gifted subs. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. You guys have been like spoiling the shit out of me today. Like, actually, I love you guys so much. Wow, I've been on live for a while. My goodness. Who else is on right now that I have not rated? Because I feel like I raid the same people all the time. I want to like do someone new that I haven't like, that I don't know. No, I know you, girly. Oh, but everyone's so cute. I love everybody. But I love everybody. Okay, I'm gonna raid this girly.
No, that's fine.
Alright, there you go. You have 30 minutes left. You want one?
Okay, I'm gonna raid this girl. Wait, do I already follow her?
30 minutes is a story.
Wait. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so bad. I want to raid someone that I haven't rated yet, guys. I feel like I always raid the same people. And don't get me wrong, I love my people. But I do want to raid someone that I haven't rated before. I feel like that'd be more fun. But I think these are... Oh, okay. Okay, I have not rated this girly, and she looks cute, and she's streaming Valorant, so we're gonna raid this girly pop. Okay, we're gonna raid this girl, because she has not, I haven't rated her yet, and she seems super cute, so we're gonna raid this girly. Everybody, please show some love for me. To her, jeez. And thank you guys so much for being here again. I love you guys so much. I will try to stream tomorrow as well. We shall see. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Have a good day.